So today's little film is all about seeing what progress has happened in the potager, and boy has there been some progress. I need to pick some tomatoes quite urgently for two reasons. One reason, they're literally dropping off the vines over there and they'll go rotten if I don't get them off. But secondly, we've got some guests tomorrow night staying over.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Who are having dinner here. So I need to use some of this produce to make some dishes for tomorrow evening. So should we go and pick some tomatoes?
Come on, let's go.
If you remember, these were the tiny seedlings that we planted. We sliced up 2 tomatoes, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we just got all of this. Well, we've got these 3 beds and more from 2 tomatoes. It just shows what you can do, doesn't it? Go to the courgettes.
Yeah, I think we should have a look at the courgettes. I've seen one really big one over there. It looks like a marrow.
I'm leaving that one a bit longer to get to marrow status. Shouldn't make noises when you bend down, should you?
No, it's a sign of age, dear.
The tomato with a nose.
It's a red nose day.
Recognise anyone? I'm going to pick some courgettes now.
Yeah, let's
Lee.
have a look at the courgettes.
Coming on nicely over there. Some of these are still a bit young.
So what are you going to do with the courgettes?
Well, do you know, I thought I'd
Some more over here.
make a dish similar to that. You know, the courgette salad, that minted courgette basil salad.
Oh, yeah.
I've done. But I think I'm going to serve the courgettes as a side dish to the main course. So warm, I think, griddled, with just a bit of lemon juice, a little bit of olive oil drizzled over, and some herbs. What I found over here, Lee. Look.
Oh yeah, that's that big one. I've seen that before.
Yeah, that's turned into a marrow, everybody. So I'm going to leave that for a bit longer because I think it's got a bit more growing in it. But behind me, the rhubarb's coming back. We had some rain a few days ago, and it really revived this wilting patch. And so there's actually quite a lot of new growth. Can you see? Look.
Yeah.
Down there's lots of new stalks.
Mm.
So there's another crop. And what about the potatoes? They're coming on again.
That's the rhubarb and the tomatoes and everything.
What are these, Lee? These look a bit ragged.
Oh, I'm not sure, Belinda, to be honest. I think they're turnips. I planted some seeds that I had spare, and they look like turnip seeds, but
Okay.
they might
And
be Swedes. I
These
don't
are
know.
potatoes.
This is potatoes. They were planted from some old ones that had started to seed in the cupboard.
These have to flower, don't they? Before
Yeah,
they
wait
grow?
till they flower. When the flowers drop off, it's time to actually pick. And then guess what? There's more courgettes.
These courgettes, I think if you give these a good water tonight, I think
Yeah.
tomorrow they'll be good for picking,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
They're just not quite there
And then,
yet.
oh look, some even more
Look,
tomatoes.
more tomatoes. I think I'll take some of these because they're really ripe. I don't want them rotting.
No, they're
Waste.
actually starting to drop off the vine.
After all that work.
Yeah.
There's a nice one here, look at
What
these.
nice what?
Tomato, what else?
Oh,
But I'm going to pick some basil. We've got lots of basil here as well. Lee, didn't you plant that as a deterrent?
yeah. I
for,
think I heard someone told me that if you plant basil with tomatoes, it deters aphids from getting the tomatoes. And we've certainly got no aphids in there.
And of course, basil and tomato is a match made in heaven. It's
Yeah.
absolutely delicious.
I love that.
So what I'm going to do with these,
Look, there's another basil plant there. Look.
I'll pick the basil
at
when it's
that.
fresh,
Wow.
actually. Well, there's plenty more where that came from. But I'm going to make a roasted tomato soup with that,
Yeah.
which is very tasty, either hot or cold. It's quite a simple recipe. So that's what I'm going to do. But I will pick, as I've said, I'm going to pick some of this basil tomorrow when it's fresher.
I like that
and put it
gazpacho
straight in the
soup as well.
Well,
That's
it'll be
really
like
nice.
that.
Yeah.
It'll be like that when it's done.
Nice cold soup with an ice cube in it.
And I've got some of the rhubarb that we picked earlier in the season. I've got in the freezer. I cooked it down, and I've got some, so I might make a dessert with some of that lovely fresh rhubarb as well. So this is our beautiful hydrangea in front of the donjon. It's looking a bit weary, Lee, don't you think?
I do water it, but it's been so
but,
blisteringly hot here.
This is such a reliable plant here in France. It always looks very beautiful. It's very French, isn't it? And it's,
let's have a look at those
so,
tomatoes, what you've got in there. There's a huge, and that's not even half of what you could have picked, is it?
Do you know, sorry if we're sounding a bit flat, it is so hot here this afternoon. The temperature has just ramped up all day, so we've got to the point of exhaustion with it. I want to go indoors into the cool. I need to get cooking with these. So we do plan to show you some more in the chateau kitchen itself.
Yeah.
We do have guests in there at the moment, and that's pretty much the way it is for the next few weeks.
Which we're very pleased about.
It's wonderful.
But
we will
meantime,
get back to that when it gets a bit more into the autumn.
A bit more cooking vlogging.
And I'll be showing you a bit more. But in the meanwhile,
keep watching us.
Roasted
keep
tomato
subscribing.
soup.
Thank you for your support. It does mean an awful lot.
It
because
really does.
We've, like every other business, our business has fell off a bit of a cliff face recently, and it's really heartwarming to get your comments back on the vlog and on YouTube, and we do try and answer everything personally ourselves, so bear with us. And just got this new camera, which is my camera tech knowledge is really poor, and which is why we're now going back to iPhone technology, which we understand.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye from Lee and Belinda.